Hello everyone. Oh, sorry about that. I'm eating. I didn't think I'd be going on this late. But yeah, welcome. There was Val's here. We're playing some FFXIV. Continuing on with the pre-Endwalker stuff. So okay, go to the upper box. Curious about SIM card. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save the bloody executioner's experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. How can we achieve this matter is some debate. As you know, the valid Okay, sorry. In order to adapt, we Krakens have had to take into trading east. The executioners of this forward. I cannot imagine what they would when we abandoned the old ways. So how then are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they're not sharing with the rivals. Perhaps you'll have no luck. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Eh? You want to know about SIM card? He's a wily bugger, he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and trade with muskets. Muskets placed on all Heifer's side. There was a time we raced the executions for a pack of the Empire's fleet. But galleons are gone, and days are over. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet with that jumped up builder SIM card London juiciest or whatever it may be. Oh, excuse me. Not that we sirens aren't struggling in mind. We do build garden fishing boats for fishbacks and other beasties. Pick up the produce or trouble see. All this stuff at a bargain price. This is what we passed to our sisters. As can't sail or can't get old or wounded with a child. If they cook up and sell it and trade profit. Simple. Oh, you're a woman. Sorry. Oh, I miss the old ways. Don't get me wrong, but when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, oh, for peace and quiet, it's all right. hate that. The messenger thing on Facebook, you know, it says, you have a new message. Show it, and boom. It shows like, you have a new message. Look, there's nothing. I hate that. Nice. Sorry, eating. I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? So. Sorry. So, just as the Imperial prey begins to disappear, Senkar turns the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, this is nothing to scoff at. According to the tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves like never before. No amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they are coming by the coin. For my part... I spoke with the reporter at the Harbour Herald. Publication has been investigating the secret executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not want the nature of their business being made public, which means that it's something illegal. And I think I might know why. In the course of making inquiries on Harker's Alley, just in fact came into light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy their better fortunes, the price of crystal went to a sharp decline, a sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hory Boulder, who has been watching the movements of the beast tribes. My suspicions were incorrect. Despite ever worsening relations between these tribes and the Lost Creed, neither the Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of it, suggesting that the kobolds and Sagrin lack the means of which to summon them. You mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? An implication point to a conclusion, yes. Though we have no hard evidence as of yet, we must investigate further. Agreed. So, I will proceed. Oh, I have no idea about that. In fact, I have already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. Alfie. Pickled Harry. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that the wholesale of crystals has recently arrived in Lunar, Moscow, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. At Bowson Ground, I was able to gain an introduction and shortly pose as a potential buyer, and bid to establish crystals provenance. Man's due to be at Ocean's Embrace at Lower Moscow shortly. I suggest we make our way over there at once. Pardon me. Owl! Owl! I thought that was triple triangle. Woo! You're flying! That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait. Sorry about that. If he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, surely he will be wary of those allies with the Admiral, the Scions of support. Compared to yours truly, and Terry's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Garaha's right. Even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too gentle. Mixed being society's underbelly. Genteel? Very well. Over to you, Garaha. Got business with me, cat boy. You are the Crystal Wholesaler? I am. But you're no merchant. So what do you want the crystals for? I am... Look at us, idiot. You'll give yourself away. Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? You need crystals to make staves and like that fine specimen you got there. That's right. I'm indeed a weaponsmith, and I use not but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't invite anybody just to our storehouses. It takes time to establish trust in this town. Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If this quantity is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Alright. It's plain no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Don't make... Nice recovery. Seems to be working. Follow them. I'm curious, how many much. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 more quests. So... Yeehaw! They went into that tunnel. Quietly now. Uh-oh. That's not good. That much crystals? Oh, jeez. Find it, especially not for the price. Indeed. I was supposed to pay more than double for this quantity. How could it possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them, if that's your worry. I come from Amaro, if you get my meaning. Stuff's pure as it gets. You'll be disappointed. So, how much do you want? El Gamora. Taking from kobolds, just as we expected. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around. Slowly. Screw the rules, I got green hair. I'm Sicard, Captain of the Executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Eyes and ears everywhere, see? Must be another true pirate crew left in Limsa. So, we have established you here by crystals. Question is, what are you here for? You're bold to reveal yourself without knowing our objective. That would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, so I shall return the favour. We came here to learn why the bloody executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Mosca make peace with the kobolds, you would lose your source of newfound wealth. That's right. Just remind you though, we ain't breaking any rules yet. Law forbids us from attacking a vessel not flying an Imperial flag. Doesn't say nothing about beastmen. The only reason we're keeping our operation nice and quiet is we don't want no one talking about our business. Wait, just listen to the end, will ya? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours. Him especially. While the Maelstrom worry about dirtying their fancy little red collar, you lot stormed Ulgamara with Barton bleeding Tyne himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon the stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. When there's still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa, and we went after them. But when the Guardians are gone, there's no one left to play our trade on the beastmen. So let's have that, yeah? It's only fair. contagious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no law. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face. Unless the active captain of the one true pirate crew left in lives in the Moscow has some other causes of hiding in the cave. Well said. Well said indeed. Alright. I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide a venue. The Anastasia. I trust you won't turn down the invitation. It's a trap! Thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was merely the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of the Lunar Moscow are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Brahata's timely provocation and its desired effect. Sikard agreed to a meeting. So hurry back to the Lunar Moscow and pass this invitation to the Admiral. My bad. What the heck? Now is the hour of our discontent. I cannot wait until I can, till the pre-Endwalker is done, so I can play as Red Mage. Not that I don't like Pictomancer, but I love Red Mage more. Welcome back, my friends. What news? So they've been stealing crystals from kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice it to say, I accept Sikard's invitation and would have you join me as my guest. The future of Libza hangs on the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the science bear witness.
Look who's come crawling! Traitor!
You can shove your piece!
Been here for a bit, just have
Welcome
corn in my teeth right now,
Admiral.
haha.
I'll wager you don't remember me. Sikard, acting captain of the bloody executioners, at your service.
Holy crap, I was pretty spot on with his voice. Also, hi Viola. Eating, like canned corn or like corn on the cob?
'Twas kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfield has a message for me,
good.
I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand.
Now I have a
That you
popsicle.
forget this bilge about making peace with the beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take!
Piracy has no place in our future.
Whoa.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place.
No R?
Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores.
What was the nation they sailed from?
Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to fight him, aren't we?
But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance, then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so.
Hang on a second. Do this the real pirate way. Vote.
Still, we're all the Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
A duel. Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
Oh boy. This should be interesting. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, 20 paces now. Oh! Right in the cannonballs!
This ain't over! Not till one of us
His
is
leg.
dead!
Oh.
Finish the job! Or I will!
Whoa, whoa, okay.
the captain?
Captain Ilfir!
Gandalf, that you?
Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
Captain!
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed. Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Lemsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay?
I know that voice.
Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. Idiots with your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom! So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate! Lad, I made ye me right hand 'cause I saw something in ye. And I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
Well, that's good.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
Well. That wasn't so bad. Though I anticipated a duel, I didn't foresee that Hilfer would intervene. Full glad am I that he did. Could have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelps learned a valuable lesson, and we made peace amongst ourselves. We also do likewise with our neighbors. Something like this. Oh, the good ship, lollipop. Now, I need hardly tell you, but any attempts to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail, unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of the gods. And so, In the meeting we seek to arrange with kobolds, I would have you free their leader of the Titan's influence. Leave it to us. He'll open his ears to reason. You have my thanks. Ere we proceed, there's something I should show you. Some 50 years past, when the Sang swarmed our halls to even greater numbers, Limsa entered a covenant with kobolds. To men shall go to bounty of the seas. To kobolds go the bounty of the land. Generally equivalent arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye. Inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lanaska, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed. Then bloodshed answered bloodshed, and so on it went, until every elm of Valenbar bore a stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand. It's the present, fresh and warm. And with the kindred blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust. And should we cure the tempered? Admiral, speak of obstacles we likely encounter in the meeting. As things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. So we must provide a reason. I will restore the stolen crystals to them and personally deliver cargo with my apologies. Bait. They will welcome us into our midst not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. That bosom. Oh, sorry. Aye, and given the wealth of crystals will bring, I'll wager they'll attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest will need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He is the fish I would catch, but he would not be alone. Nay, he will have guards on his hands, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the kobold side would jeopardize our chance of peace. There my venture founders. Not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Though we would still have to weaken kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. Artifact Mistbeard used to take the goods and not life. And that would serve us. Well done, Marshal. So, friends, what do you think of our strategy? Effects of tampering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of aether to reverse the effects, not to mention time. Time during which, I'll say, will be defenseless. Even should we all look to her protection, I'm not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. Not as if we have any other choice. Besides, that's what Tenzin would do. And had I not followed her example, we would even have a cure for tempering, much less have a chance to bring peace to Vilbrin. So I'm going to cure that priest. Don't try. I believe in Larry. You never. It's simple. See to your preparations and wait for camp over there. I'll join you there soon. Okay, so then death until dawn. Okay. Athelin wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless, so I'm counting on you to give me a hand all the time I need. The sole purpose was to keep you out of harm's way, so leave that to us. Focus on your task. Indeed, should you want to favor, you need only say the word. Taboo! Did you follow us here? There is something important I want to say to the High Priest. Express, state, and say. Please let me come with you, please. Sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, alright? My apologies for the wait. It took some time, but we secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. With the Mitchell and I returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in glorious spirit of cooperation, we are to proceed by Patriarch Zadar, the Second Order, who waits our pleasure in the navel. If you're ready, let's proceed to blow our own minds at once. Babu, stay here. Say the right will bear us to our quarry. Should we make it summon Titan, I anticipate we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. At this, the heck will break loose, and we'll have an army of kobolds to entertain until our day's work is done. Just remember, we must die, and weaken them, and let Enzar do the rest. It's time. Stay the course, my friends. Let's make common waters in this world. Do you have...
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufistvin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye. Just as we thought.
Now, Alize! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
None shall pass. You shall not pass!
Hey, look, a piggy that flies.
It's a pig.
We must protect Alize!
You're in my sights. You're in my sights.
Oh.
Just what we need. You're not alone.
You're in my sights.
Here you are, Alize.
Oh. Not a bomb.
More! I need more ether!
little more!
Seriously? Whoa! Ugh.
Yes, this will do. Here I go. Go, Angela.
Did it work?
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry. but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
No. No, 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 no! Why? Why would I do such a thing?
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. He told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible thing. But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong. But that doesn't mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again!
Please, hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was, there was a time when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world. If you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole. I fought. I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare not forget it, however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die. Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man, my second in command. I know that he will do his utmost for the happiness of all who call Vilbrand home.
I do not trust you. Not yet. But Gaboo does. And I will trust him.
Alfie nearly had a heart attack.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
So uncivilized. That being said, guys, I will be right back. Sorry. Back. Sorry about that. Twould seem found a way to form the kobolds. Next, we will help the Second Order free the Tempered Brethren from thraldom. Theirs is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort for each of the rest. But reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead, I will say thank you for helping us plot a new course not only for Limbs and Oscar, but all of yours.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Something strange is afoot at the Circle K.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
What in the world is that?
What the heck?
A tower.
A signal tower.
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards.
What?
The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea.
What?
Nothing more is known. Only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert.
It's giving out a signal.
Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Nope. I still need ones for peaks.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Roger preserved!
What the heck?
It can't be.
But that's...
The palace! After them!
You're here, good.
Bahamut?
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why, even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that... Asahi?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandango, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
Towers. What are they for?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days. To which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
You're quite right. Though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues.
Well, he's insane.
Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but
Shut me up,
thanks to
Asahi.
you,
Nobody cares. We will
I'm
never forgive you for
finally
how you treated
free
you.
of his incessant nagging.
Well, technically speaking, it's the Asian who's taken over his body, but yeah, I still want to punch him in the throat.
Still.
Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire.
Although, I will say this. I do like his robes.
I am gonna pimp slap him.
I mean, despite everything else, his robes look awesome.
And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you!
Not you, you're cool!
I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering! I'm
nuts.
different, you see. From the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe.
Okay, I'm looking this guy up. I don't care about I know spoilers and all that stuff, but I gotta know who this guy is. I gotta know. Daniel. Amon! Amon? Really? The elegant Amon. He's a reincarnation of one of the ancient Hermes? Huh. Okay. So he was Amon from the Crystal Tower.
I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles.
Okay, whoever did the voice acting for this guy had a ball, you can tell.
We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage.
Telophoroi? There's some Bahamut.
Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should
I
disappoint...
am gonna check the item shop on Fortnite real fast. It'll help you for the next dungeon.
On Fortnite?
My trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut,
okay.
will burn your cities and
Oh,
everyone...
thank you. As soon as I get to it, yeah. Real tired
Everyone
of his
out.
ass in, guys.
My men will tend to the blaze.
Thank goodness everyone's safe. We managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the island. Reuben, can I immediately send a word to the Alliance? I'm taking a unit to investigate the tower and to find out what it's for. I'll go with you. No, you won't. You'll rest. From what Merlin tells me, you're due sometime when off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower? Ah! No, don't do that. Should we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Till then, I want you all to rest. Very well. If you need our help, don't hesitate. I'll take care. And take care. Ah! Take care, both of you. So you really did it. found a cure for tempering. Oh, it makes me want to do something heroic right now. Speaking of which, I better get ready to send out for the tower. Rising stones. Don't you forget about me. Ah, you're back too. Good. I received reports from the Alliance. Since we're all here, perhaps those who bore witness the events in Alamago should treat the rest of us to hand account. No sooner do we overcome one problem. Ah! Good grief! Ow! Ah!
You okay?
Yeah! I accidentally kicked the table. And I didn't have any shoes on. Ah! Oh! Ow! Ah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh noes.
I am putting on my house shoes. Ah. Ow. Now, where was I? I don't remember where I was. I'll just start over. No sooner do we overcome one problem, another appears. It would all seem ridiculously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes. This Van Daniel sounds ever more unhinged than his patron. Unwilling, unhinged, perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only he intends to recreate the final days, that the towers will somehow facilitate this. He also called the dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. Now, the creature did resemble the descriptions I've seen of the Elder Primal. But the fact that Ansem to Fandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity, I think it more probable that it's some manner of simulacrum born of acid magics. Whatever it is, for now, we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What are yours, Stella? Been to see the Sultana, knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had Sufficiently recovered, I travelled to Uldar and delivered the porksies to her grace, along with detailed instructions on their use. I thought she had her legs crossed. I was about to say, Mommy. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The Immortal Flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amja, with negotiations abruptly collapse. The Amja clan claimed that a number of their kind have been abducted, and the men are responsible. What is known of the perpetrators as of yet, but as the Immortal Flames went about investigating the abductions, they came from one of Funville's towers. On the subject of towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far as Yansa. Then it would seem a reasonable assumption that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, all you said yourself, we can do little now remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of authority on such foes. Estienne! Stylian? Just wait a moment. If you can persuade us to lend us his lands... If you can be persuaded to lend us his lands, I would be the first to welcome it. But the truth is, we struggle even to find him. You let me and Curly worry about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. If he is hiding, we'll have ways of locating him regardless. So, if there are no objections, we should depart at once. Sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them on the use of porksies. They would be doubtless appreciated, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You'll be fresher to the task ahead. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. Was over the way. The world often needs saving. Saving we shall. I, for one, do not intend to allow the nihilistic madman to take us all to the grave with him. The future holds such promise. Nay, do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as yours are.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Uh-oh.
Glory be.
Uh-oh.
Glory be to Garlemald!
Oh, crud. Huh? Okay.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life.
So this guy's supposed to be Hermes? Well, he's certainly flamboyant enough.
Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess I may have singed him a little in the process.
Those eyes, good grief. That's a face that, honestly, the Joker would be like, dude, like that.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me.
Jeez, this guy's
Though,
nuts.
there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Oh, this is where he gets the new class. Okay. It was that easy. Okay. On to the breach, my friends. Okay. Good news, Terry. Thancred and Alger have finished their tour of Garland, and are on their way back here as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything from the Towers of the Alliance, I'm hoping that they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due for any moment now, so let's see what have they say, eh? Ah, a welcoming party. You're not going to have trouble. From what I hear, you've been more busy enough as it is. Where's Orianjo? Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for the temporary. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was the spectator. The lion's share of the gold goes to Alice, Grant, and Terry. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we're proud to have the assistance we could. As you will also have heard, although it hasn't been the tales of triumph, just as we are taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed right on our laps. Anyway, it's good to see you back. Can't help noticing you are one Orianjo sort of scouting party. Yep. Awesome. Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try repeatedly. But now he decided to linger in Almego to apprise Ruben and the others of how the land lies in God. Mayhap he would do the same for us. Indeed, it was just as Lace said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nova and the Ilrid, however, were noticeably notable by their absence. They had met the end of the haunts of Zenus and Fangio and died. Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working their day and night to rebuild, or rather transform it. Transform it? What? Sorry. That is a difficult question to answer. The construct is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare, around here. Uncertain aspects of design were clearly devised with manipulation of data in mind. I just don't know words. Yet as unnerving as that edifice was, there was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working on nary a word, exchanging between them. No one overseeing construction, barking orders as if they were possessed. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wise enough to take the risk. If Daniel could bind Bahamut to his will, he might have done the same to the people of Garland. Whatever the truth may be, this information is true value. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Olyanja, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamika. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest finds in the towers. Request your presence. Why not leave it to us? You must be wired for the mission. No, I'm fine. These towers have been on my mind ever since I spied the first one on the way back. You need to move on with this. I shall stay and begin looking into other matters. As I promised Krill, we need not all return. Oh, come on, Stella. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamego forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we have to speak with the Leonja before the meeting. Stella, fine. Come fly with me, let's fly away. We land! My friends, much more have I heard from your travails and our absence. Pardon I receive hail help. As we are to see you safely return from your mission, aren't you? I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, well, if it is an Alphaland, it is a merry band. Arnvald! What are you doing here? When we spoke of Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. I used to say this is part of it. But enough about that. Good to see you all looking so similar. Thought you were growing a bit taller after the whole year without another world. Apparently not. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Elysian are well known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Onwards, the day will come when even the great Aurochs, such as yourself, will crane the neck to meet my eye. Keep telling yourself, Alfie. Aye. It was not until my 20th summer that I outgrew my boyish proportions, though one briar towered over me nonetheless. Arnvald brings out the best in Alphanum, doesn't he? They've been so at ease with each other's company. It was endearing. So what exactly brings you here? Oh, for Dola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does it have something to do with the towers? We'll give you that impression. Actually, tell me later. We've got a meeting to go to. See you afterwards, alright? If Fordola's going with him, that must mean... My apologies. As Owen Velen rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend to. Let's be about it.
Ere we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Theatrics. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fan Daniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy. 'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us. Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered. But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers.
Oh, crud.
Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first. Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Now, it's out in the open. I don't have to keep it on my proverbial hat area.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat. And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head! I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I a part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
So tiny in comparison.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Paglthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way. Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
I need to clip my fingernails.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I ship them.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alfino, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
Might look like he's 12.
No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try.
You finished?
They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this Lunar Bahamut.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian. And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut. But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
So, Stinian is bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope we'll keep him there long enough to find him. Come, there's no time to lose. Not tempted to skip through all these cutscenes to Endwalker. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab another drink. I've returned. All present? Good. Let's split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Terry can divulge into nooks and crannies. Very well. Let's reconvene at the ship bay. Landing later. With or without Estinian. Good luck. I think I shall begin the Sty Stillman manufacturing. Perhaps you could try the congregation. Sim may have heard news about offering return. No, actually, I want to head to the market. Once it hits level 30, I'm gonna make her into a red mage. Good morning to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Emeric sent word that you will be attending this meeting in Alamego. So you did not come to search for him. What do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No, we were not aware of Sayan's returned to Ishgard, but I expect you remember he is won't come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Emeric, only to find him absent. In any event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Possibly your companions for a better.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Well, that's true. Oh.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence. Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long?
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino. Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
I just imagine my character looking off to the side, trying hard not to laugh.
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are,
Oh my God,
I'd
this
never
heart.
have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. To think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh my god, his eyes literally sparkled. Oh no. Oh no, we're dealing with an angry twin and a fanboy.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Another reason Graha is baby.
He's adorable. He is adorable. I will say this. He's a lot of fun to have around. Okay, the twins and Garaha. I'm establishing my own fan base here. Like, I'm getting my own fan club around here. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad that Y'shtola is not like this. Like, it's very refreshing.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting. Estinian! It's been too long. No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Oh, they totally bumped uglies.
You know, you would think with them dressing differently now, people would not mistake one for the other.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again.
Absolutely.
What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time.
Oh, Allie, calm down.
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Well, that'll happen when you have an entire army at your disposal that ends up betraying you. Trust me, Allie. He has changed. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them.
I wouldn't be so sure. He still loves nothing better than the sound of his own voice.
You're one to talk.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azis La.
Azis La? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azis La, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard. Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
Allie, you're blushing.
I will admit, he's not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Never meet your heroes.
Alice, your Suneri side is showing, sweetie.
Yeah, seriously! She totally is. She's like that with my character, too. Been quite some time since I set foot in Alisla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose a chance to take part during a visit. Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relative records, which is not to say I would appreciate a first-hand account of all your dealings with her. Well then, Terry's the person to ask. As far as I know, he's the only one of us who met not face to face. Kinda. Let's just say it helped that big gun song as you introduced me. Ah, yes. You were a friend of her father. I too have one talent. After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who just fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she had harbored any thoughts of vengeance. And asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she still feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns in undimmed, torments her even now. I see. Your original reason for coming here was not out of concern to Martin had been forced to summon. Here was out of concern that Tim Martin had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own. And I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. His absence falls to me to watch over her. Tiamat awaits. This way. Soon my sword and power of the red, I will take upon you once more and become the Red Mage. Seriously though, as much as I love Pictomancer, and trust me, I do love Pictomancer, I really love Red Mage more. Oh, okay. Why not here? Better to speak with her. Sire's mortal companion. What brings thee back to this forsaken place, child?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Okay. As to who could have called him forth, I know none of save the dragons of Lucidia, my children. The Icon claimed their souls when first he manifested, robbed of their will. They became tools of the Allegan's dark design.
Much like those held here in Asisla. If dragons who worship Bahamut are required to summon him, that must mean...
Yes, the dragons of Lucidia are at the mercy of us. There can be no other explanation. Cursed Asian, vile minions of darkness. Again you will profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom, their dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stoop?
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What wouldst thou have from me, slayer of dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire. But words shall have to suffice. Recall, Mortals, that it was I who first did summon my beloved, praying with all my being to summon him forth. You, who contend with icons, cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. I asked the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee power of his first wield. Were I to lose myself to Icon's influence, all would pay the price. It is little matter, for even if I had the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
Chance to make amends. To lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When your own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us siege. Wait, our own star. Now your foes would bring her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn and all those who suffered my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Now, the question becomes how to get her out. Because, it's quite a lot. Graha, you got any ideas? While poxies have been shown to be effective at curing the tempered, Tiamat must be considered a special case. She's far, far larger and immensely more powerful. any subject treated thus far. Were to remove restraints on refinements, the process have failed, we will be hard-pressed to contain it. Then, before going ahead, excuse me, we should learn all we can much about the exact nature of your condition. I suppose we can find information here. Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alligans kept detailed records on all their notable captives. I know exactly where to look. We should leave that to you, then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. Sorry. I know Alfie and Terry here well enough, but not you. So you can make ready and see things through. Rest assured, sirs, I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of the star. Though that is not my only reason for doing so. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in prison in despair. And I well understand how hard it can be to dream of an escape. It took encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me see the first step towards a brighter future. And now, I would hope so much to do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap when our work is done, we could trade tales of a pot of Tataru's famous tea. Graha, are you asking him out on a date? If so, all the more luck to you. I have a feeling he's a hard nut to crack. Socially. And be indebted to her for the for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Turn swiftly to the task at hand. Oh. Shot down. I believe that Snow's government Talmud's restraints are located near this flagship. Ah, yes. We're familiar with it. With the research facility in particular. Oh, maybe we should take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Which you just so happen to be carrying around with you? I suppose it can seem rather odd. To explain, Rambros, Oriangia, and I researched the use of spirit vessels to transfer not only memories, but traits of certain bloodlines, and so I keep one ready at me should the opportunity to test out theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall that during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being a royal bloodline. And the spirit vessel, I posit they will do the same for you, given the absence of, well, the rest of me. It's worth a sharp try at least. Agreed. Oh my goodness. To the flagship then. Onward! Let's split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Talmud's restraints. Should you likely find a candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. Not due to accidental release of experiments of monstrosity, nor less time out yourself in current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relevant nodes and nodes. Once we've learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Sorry. This is friction between metallic particles detected. Temperature increased critical levels. Please replace damage parts for return to safe distance. Oh crap. Data link with Delta Quadrant Rocket. Possible cause interference. Advise deployment automatic combat units. Proceed. Warning. Scheduled Dragon restraint maintenance due in negative 2020 years. Failure to rectify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Afraid it's studying and I have nothing to show for our efforts. Find anything? Yes, a chirping node would spontaneously warn me about neglecting the dragon restraints. Spontaneously, you say? Well, that does sound promising. Suspicious. When you were in possession of the spirit vessel, so it's indeed the node which Karan spoke. And it was terrific. Oh, let's take a closer look. To operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? Nope. You do not have access to relative access abilities. Operations of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologists and members of the royal family. That's a royal road, perhaps? New user detected. Commencing biometric authorization. Boop. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Teriel. Welcome, Teriel. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Error. Unable to diagnose restraints for the specimen. Tasmat. System update is required. A system update? What is supposed to assess units? I could hazard a guess. Well, that's what I can say. Found anything. User agitation detected. Mission United program. Guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish links sent to the system due to the obsolescence of my own software. The issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So this thing can release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it's received the requisite system update. Until which time it'll float spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating Placitin protocols. Whoop! I am here to help. Rest assured, I will be here to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. Why do I say we fare better with guidance than without it? For vengeance! Is that the... No, but it is after this. Whoop! Guiding user to terminal. This way, please. Let's see, according to the terminal, this central control system is precisely employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Oop, warning, errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time for update, 5 years, 1 day. That is rather longer than we were hoping for. Are there any other options, like for instance using the terminal to operate attachments or strings instead? Oop. Proposal method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it would change that much. As long as we pay our due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we should be able to muddle our way through. Trying to explain. Just tell me if you're making progress. So let's see, so yes. However, I require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you let the spirit vessel with me. I may not have use for it, rest assured, but I will send to return it to Grahatai. This is all over. Rahati. Just a little more work until we'll be free. Before we go any further, there's something I would know. When Bahamut and the kin fought against the Argon Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Assyrians. And it was the same in Ishkar. They stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the acid touched and ash, and thus we have made it a mission to fight them. There have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. So I must ask, do you feel for that? You try to reach out to them too? Certainly. Smile. I'd rather put my lance through his heart than be done with it. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope that you do not come really your benevolence. You think it unwise for us viewing the world as thus? Far from it. That has never been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together to Iceland. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited. And there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should bring it back to our task. Southland has everything in hand here. I suggest we join the others. Way. Sephiroth. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Stinian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alfie's absence, he's needed elsewhere. Well, sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were taking notes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all things being equal, the treatment should work. Difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of the aether which we must be content. Multiple applications of the treatment will never be required where the reverse effect will be temporary completely. Meaning, I'll need all the aether I can get in advance. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely, that Tiamat shows no sign of fanatical devotion, suggesting a more milder case of temperament suffered by kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Mayhap that might have made a difference. Now that you mention it, very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. Time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphalan to disengage the restraints of ethereal dampers. Counting on you, Angelo. frost that shrouded my soul doth begin to thaw. What are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with men and log. A far that playful memories return to me now. Either the process of restoring a soul its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories, or mayhap the opposite true. If so, by helping her recall the past, maybe
Best viewers on Brintex Shop 2V.
No.
LMAO. They got yeeted.
I hate that. Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Terry, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of the times past. Tell me of Bahamut and the Asians. Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Mycelia could have lasted for an eternity, but alas it was not to be. The Asians saw to that. In all creation I know of none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alad came to Mycelia, unto our home. Tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing and searched for a place to make our home. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would become known as Mycelia, the children of men. For many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. On our arrival, we welcomed the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. It parallels with the writings of the Shire and Scarlet Rochelle. She possessed that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. Unless she went with us here to the tale from Tiamat herself. Again, Angela. When the first children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over what we held dominion. Here, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind. They kept their distance, so we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the vast land upon themselves. For a time they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller of their share becomes seen, and soon they began to convert the territory of their fellows. Ere long man fought man. Blood was answered with blood, and none could see the end to the strife. Until one day, they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him proceeding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too faded to end. For the men of Valeg slew my beloved and I, In my rage and sorrow, heeded the environmental words of the Asians. Gressman, thou knowest only too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you're free, we're in the world of the Asians together. And you and your beloved will have justice. Ugh! Fine sentiments, but you're almost all spent. How can you watch from above if the treatment fails? Ugh. Thanks for your confidence. I swear, when this is over. Keep going, Alzi. The magic is working. Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient person could have prepared me for treating a great worm. We're close. I can feel it. I've only got a few more drops of Aether left to give. With yours and Garaha's, this will work. And I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful. I know to do that. Right. Here I go.
No! I'm almost there! This is it, Angelo!
Feel it. The icon's grip grows weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Do it. Do it. Answer me this, children. My kindred be saved in like manner.
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. Should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool for evil. You too would wish this, I know. I shall do what I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
That is my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Do it.
Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Vengeance. Atonement.
Face
us.
By the gods!
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan. He flies for the largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Show off! Well, I'm sure you're desperate enough to join us, Stydian. Tomorrow to battle. It would be wiser to get the full strength of the science first. The foe we face demands no less. Okay. So, while I would love to continue on with this, I will at least accept this. Hold on. Will it take me straight into the dungeon? I've already sent word to the others. Bound to rendezvous at Uldar with the Hall of the Flames. Let's collect Alpha and be on our way. Okay. So I would continue on with this, but I'm already over my 3-hour mark, and I'm a little tired. Plus that, I hate those kind of stupid bots. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Stay tuned for announcements, please. Thank you all so much for joining me. I deeply appreciate every single one of you. I really hope you realize that. If you like this video and you want to see more content, please feel free to hit that follow button. Make sure your notification bell is on. That being said, my normal stream days are Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time, guys. Please don't forget, I have a YouTube account. It's on the same name. Check it out. I archive all my videos at the end of every week. So if you see anything you like that I have not completed or that I have completed and would like to see me try again, let me know and I will work on that. I also do have a Discord. Feel free to check that out too. Get enough people active in it, I'll consider doing an actual community night. So tomorrow is going to be more Final Fantasy XIV. That's a given. I should be done with the pre-Endwalker storyline, if I am not held behind in waiting for a dungeon to go through. So if I can at least get that done quickly, then we should be golden. Tuesday, I think Tuesday I am going to be continuing on with Spider-Man 2. Wednesday, however, I'm not sure, because Obake is going to be camping and won't be available for the community night that we usually do on Wednesdays. Wise suggested that maybe we could play something, but I don't know. We'll have to plan ahead, but we'll see. We'll see. So Wednesday's kind of a gamble, honestly. No idea, really. If you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to let me know. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear you guys be active and, you know, help me out. Please, 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 please. With that being said, who do we have to raid? Who's on? My mother told me someday I will die. Drew son! Yeah, let's... Oh, no. Hold on. Fasani, hey! Oh, she's doing post Stormblood too. Wait, she's doing 2 post Stormblood. Yeah, let's join in. She's a lot of fun. Once again, I want to thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Same owl time, same owl channel. So long, thanks for all the fish. Good night, everyone. Wow.